day. I met a little girl and she stopped to talk of a fine soft day. I ask you, friends, what's a fella to do when her hair was black and her eyes were blue? And I knew right then I'd be taking a twirl down to Salt Hill Prom with the Galway Girl. Flat downtown of a fine soft day. I ask you, friends, what's a fella to do when her hair was black and her eyes were blue? And I knew right then I'd been taking a twirl down to Salt Hill Prom with the Galway Girl. All alone with a broken heart and a ticket home. And I tell you, boys, I've been all over this world, never seen nothing like a Galway girl, never seen nothing like a Galway girl, never seen nothing like a Galway girl. Welcome to Murray's Pub. I see barman Murr back behind the bar, looking a little more Irish than usual.
Murray the leprechaun is running the bar.
Hilarious.
Today. The bar leprechaun. Barman leprechaun.
His hair turned red.
It did every St. Patrick's Day. It just turns red.
Although a lot of men have red beards, don't they?
They do. Brown red, I saw.
Yeah, it's
brown
like
red.
it's a common thread. We
Gingers, you call them over there.
Gingers, exactly. It's a strange time of year because in Ireland it's only 7 hours ahead at the moment, so it's 8 o'clock in Ireland just for a couple of weeks because our clocks went forward, but they didn't go forward back in Ireland. So it's one of those strange times that it's only 7 hours ahead. We have been live streaming for a year to the date. So happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. Slointa. Cheers, and I just want to check in with a few people here. We have Shayla. Hello, Christina Reich. Lovely to have you back. Lucy Pratt from Ireland. Hi, John Bronzini. Terrific to see you. Funny, John, we're playing Thin Lizzy next, and I know how much you love Thin Lizzy. And Frankie G is watching on YouTube. Slointa. And Murr's going to be monitoring our YouTube as well. It's kind of handy now. You don't have to be on Facebook to watch us. It's just youtube.com/Sin Silver. A very, very happy St. Patrick's Day to you folks. It is terrific to have you here. Terry and Joel as well. And Jean Sebring, my beautiful friend. Thank you so much for the beautiful earrings. Neil Janes, you know what I'm wearing. I look like an Irish Statue of Liberty. Well, enough of the chatting and enough of the crack. I'm going to tell Murray to pop on the yay old drums.
Oh. On command, I started monitoring Facebook or YouTube.
You started, yes.
I got lost in the...
That's what happens. It's no joke,
visual.
I tell you.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. You can...
I know.
You can do both.
I'm very impressive.
You're tricky.
Very like a leprechaun. Murray, the hair is classic. And what are they... in Ireland, funny, we call these braces. But over here, they're suspenders.
I got me braces on.
See, suspenders in Ireland are the things that you wear when you're wearing fishnets. God, we've lots of different lingo, lads. Different flippin' lingo. I am just a cowboy, lonesome on the trail. A starry night and the campfire light. The coyote call and the howling winds wail. So I ride out to the old sundown. Looking back, it seems so strange. Roll me over and turn me around. Let me keep spinning till I hit the ground. Roll me over and let me go. Riding near the rodeo. I was took in Texas. I didn't know a name. Lord, all these southern girls, they seem the same. Down below the border, in a town called Mexico, I got my jobbers and broncs on the rodeo. Roll me over and turn me around. Let me keep spinning till I hit the ground. Roll me over and let me go. Running free with the buffalo. Roll me over and I'll turn around and I move my fingers up and down. Just let me go. Roll me over and turn me around. Let me keep spinning till I hit the ground. Roll me over and let me go. Riding in the rodeo. Roll me over and set me free. A cowboy's life is the life of me. Oh, what a pleasure to be playing some Thin Lizzy. Of course, Phil Lynott, he described himself as a pint of Guinness. And we just love Thin Lizzy at this pub and our fabulous Irish contingent here too. I see Mari and Dennis watching all the way from County Clare. And I see Seth and Faye here too. Cheers, folks. Slointa to you all. You might notice that I'm drinking tea and you might be like, Mother of Josephine, but I'm teaching for the rest of the evening. So I'll keep the couple of drinks till later. But whatever you're having, I cheers you back. Slointa.
Irish tea, though, correct?
Of course.
A little berries, right?
Absolutely, and it's in a beautiful Claddagh cup too. Don't know if you can see that, but it's a gorgeous cup saying love, loyalty and friendship, and it has a beautiful Claddagh ring on there. Slointa.
A gift from Aunt Carol.
A gift from Aunt Carol, absolutely. And we have Michelle Gerson here. Lovely to see you. Slointa Corda. Oh yes, like I always say, please share this in your timeline. Just press the share button and it always helps with our views and everything. And if you want to pop a few shillings in the pot of gold today, there are Venmo and PayPal links at the beginning of our little thread here. Think. Yes. Now, this is a real classic, and this is a real rebel song too. So we have to do rebel songs at Murray's Pub. Of the moon. Nothing like a good rebel song to get the blood flowing on St. Patrick's Day. Folks, wherever you are, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thankfully, the weather's kind of grey here today. It's like not blasting sunshine, so it seems a little bit more Irish, if you will.
Yes.
To see you here, Kathleen. Slointa. Hello, Ryan McIntyre.
Kathleen.
Hi, Rich. I'm so glad you're feeling better. Now, this is from my home county in Ireland, and this is a little Spancil Hill, written back in the 19th century and still so relevant.
Spancil Hill.
steps of Spancel Hill. That's such a fitting. Woo! I always say it's such a fitting last line because I woke in California, many miles from Spancel Hill.
That's one of my favorite Irish songs.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful classic written by a fella called Considine, and he was an accountant back in like 18 something, and it is absolutely past the.
He was an accountant. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Typical Irish, right?
I know.
Accountant by day, musician by night.
Exactly, doctor by day.
It wasn't a career.
No, exactly.
He just wrote a song that lasted like 200 years.
I know. Damn accountants, I swear they have it all. Unbelievable.
I don't think they're still studying his accountancy books. I
don't
doubt
think
that.
so.
Yeah, I doubt that.
I think the song is more the test of time, you know.
No doubt.
Mur, get on over here.
Oh, it's time, huh?
Get on over here.
I didn't
Leprechaun
see that
Mur.
on the set list.
You're a very.
That's right. If you're gonna.
You're a very tall leprechaun.
You're gonna dress the dress. You gotta walk the walk.
I need to get
right?
my magic out. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
I've never seen a 6'4" leprechaun, lads.
I know, huh? I'm a big one.
Big time. Janice Miller, I saw you in there. It's lovely to see you, and a huge happy birthday to Jenny Starmack. She's probably at work right now, and to Tony Jetland. We've got two Martinez legends that share a birthday today on the 17th. We have Kite Man and Jenny Starmack. Cheers to both of you.
Me.
And love seeing Rome Bar here as well. Rome Bar, am I pronouncing that right? I'm always getting it wrong, I feel. And Dan Mebel, and we're getting some fabulous musicians that are checking in too. Hello, good. Michael, brilliant drummer as well. Hi, Vicky, it's been a while. Lovely to see you from Kentucky. And fabulous seeing our Deb Burbanska. We're playing one of your favourites in a little while.
And we had Frank Giovanni over at YouTube. He said hello. And
fantastic.
Faye Filer, our niece, said hello. And Patricia O'Connell.
Oh, wonderful. Was that
said something in Irish, actually.
Probably Loyla Fodrig, was it?
Yeah, it's something. I
wonder which Patricia that was. Probably my cousin, because I have an aunt that's Patricia and a cousin.
That's
so
true.
I bet
that's
it was
right.
Patricia, probably from Spain.
So, yeah, there were some people over there. Yeah, no doubt.
Murray's going to sing a very sad song. This is called
a true Irish ballad. You know, a very sad song. night where the wild dingoes call. But there's nothing so lonesome, so dull or so drear than to stand in a bar of a pub with no beer. Now the publican's anxious for the quota to come, but there's a faraway look on the face of the bum. The maid's got all cranky and the cook's acting queer. What a terrible place is a pub with no beer. Then the stockman rides up with his dusty dry throat. He presses up to the bar and pulls a wad from his coat. But the smile on his face quickly turns to a sneer as a barman says sadly, no pub has no beer. Now there's a dog on the veranda, for his master he waits. The boss is inside, drinking wine with his mates. He hurries for cover, and he cringes with fear. It's no place for a dog round a pub with no beer. Old Billy the blacksmith, the first time in his life, why he's gone home cold sober to his darling wife. Walks into the kitchen, she says, you're early, my dear. He breaks down and cries and tells her the pub's got no beer. So it's lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night where the wild dingoes call. But there's nothing so lonesome, so dull or so drear, than to stand in the bar of a pub with no beer.
Like I said, that was a very sad song. Can you imagine having a pub with no beer? That's a great song. We'd never done that one before.
No.
Love that one.
That was...
and I think you were saying, Mer, that it was Australian.
That's right, yeah, Australian.
Yes.
That's why they mentioned the dingoes.
The dingoes,
the
exactly.
Campfire.
Can you imagine having a pub with no beer? That
That's
is
it.
absolutely horrendous.
Well, it's probably like I was thinking out into the outback. It's so far out, you know. That
Yes,
sometimes
it
they
is.
probably don't get their deliveries, and you know. all
It
that
could.
stuff.
You're saying it could be a true story.
It could be. It could totally be a true story.
Exactly.
Very funny song.
I'm going to say hello to everybody that's checking in here too. Hello, Erin. I'm so glad that you made it today. And Glenn Love, Lisa and I are here 20 minutes behind. Keep going. And that's the thing. A lot of people I know will be watching this later too when they're having their Guinness and having their bacon and cabbage or their corned beef and cabbage.
Later.
We're doing a little Paul Brady.
It's
that. First time we've ever played a little, not the first time we played Paul Brady now, but the first time that we've played Crazy Dreams. I can still remember being in the pub in Ireland, Mark, can you?
Yes. Remember, I thought it was Christina McVie.
Exactly. We were wondering what is that.
I went up to the DJ and he like looked at me like I was nuts. Remember that?
He said your man said
I was like, what song is that by Christina McVie? I love that. Was that Christina McVie? He's like, what are you talking about, man? Paul Brady. I didn't even know who that. I was like, huh? Paul Brady? Who's that? He acted like I should have known. I guess in Ireland he's well known.
He's very well known.
Who loves him over here? Somebody's a huge fan of him. Some famous musician.
Oh, Bonnie Raitt.
Bonnie Raitt loves Paul Brady. And somebody else loves him too.
The guy from
played with him and stuff. Promoted him really.
Was it Jackson Brown?
Might have been, yeah, but I know it's Bonnie Raitt really. That's what I was thinking of. Bonnie Raitt loves Paul Brady.
Bonnie Raitt and David Crosby, as well. He was at his gig at the Freight and Salvage. Both of them. Can you imagine? That would have been a great gig to go to. I've missed that one now, to be honest. Anne Murray Farah, her Conas a thought to a chara. Jane Horsfield, of course, we will get you a drink right now.
Yes.
A nice cold one.
Very
Never
good.
trust a red bearded musician. I agree.
That's
I agree.
true.
And Dave Hughes, I think I saw you today and I said he must be Irish. Hughes can be very Irish too. I can't believe I didn't put that together. And I'm glad you're just sticking to the corned beef. No cabbage for you. Now this little song I would like to dedicate to Martin Ellis. Alan Vincent was asking me to do a little toast for Martin. I can still remember playing Whiskey in the Jar and him dancing at the Come Together concerts. We're saluting you in heaven, Martin. Slointa to you. Now this of course has been covered by Thin Lizzy. We have the traditional version too, but this is kind of my own take on Whiskey in the Jar. You can see the video on YouTube. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, spotted Colonel Pepper and his money he was counting. He rattled up his pistols, drew forth me sabre. I said, stand and deliver, for I am the bold receiver, bold receiver, bold receiver, bold receiver. I, bold receiver, bold receiver. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Get off YouTube, Murray. Should be dancing along. If there's anyone can aid me, it's me brother in the army. If I could find a station, is it Cork or in Killarney? We'd go out of Briar and through the pubs that are in Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'd treat me fairer than me sporting Rare and Jenny, Rare and Jenny, Rare and Jenny, Rare and Jenny, Jenny, Rare and Jenny, Rare and Jenny. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. And some take delight in fishing, some take delight in bowling, some take delight in those carriages a rolling. I take delight in the juices of the barley, courting pretty mermaids in the morning, very early, very early, very early, very early, aye, aye, very early, very early. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, aye. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, aye. There's whiskey in the whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, aye. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, aye. There's whiskey in this bar, make mine a Jameson, got a meal of mahagat. And there is a beautiful bottle of Jameson over at the bar. I'm laughing at Murray because I put him in charge of YouTube today. And he's got his head stuck in the phone. Thanks. You know. I know. He's like a child. That's what happens. It sucks you in, the media, you know. And Neil, I hope you see that your little.
I'm falling apart here.
We have another one of these over on the bar as well, on Murray's hat, and there's a fabulous bottle of whiskey there. We'll have to show that. The California whiskey.
Yeah, the whiskey in the jar.
The whiskey in the jar. It's a beautiful kind of limited version, and it's Jameson. It's got all these California things all over it. It's class,
cool,
to be honest. It's
voila.
really cool. So when I was doing my thread this week, of course we had a quick turnaround. I was asked for some Christy Moore, and it's always a pleasure to play a little Christy.
The Bob Dylan of Ireland.
Oh, hello, Jill Scheidel. I'm glad that you made it. I know that you're working too, so I'd love of you to pop in. And look at Mel Byrne speaking Irish. Tá sé seo go maith. Go to míle maith Mel.
Yes, and you have your David O'Sullivan. Is that a relative?
Not that I know of. Maybe a new one. Maybe a new one.
Long time no see. David and Grania. That's Big David.
Shame on me.
Yeah, that's the Big David. Yeah, I know David.
Yes. Not
David
a relative,
Grania.
but a great friend.
Yes,
Many
very
the
nice.
crack was had.
Very
Wonderful
nice.
having you here, lads. That's so cool. I'm an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand. I've had to work for everything I own, and I never asked a lot. I was happy with what I got, enough to keep me family and my home. Now they say that times are hard, and they're handing me my cards. They say there's not the work to go around, but when the whistle blows, the gates will finally close. Tonight they're gonna shut this factory down. They'll tear it down. Well, I never missed a day, went on strike for better pay. For 20 years I served them best I could. With a handshake and a check, seems so easy to forget. Loyalty through the bad times and the good. Now the owner said he's sad to see things have gone so bad, but the captains of industry won't let him lose. He still drives a car, smokes his cigar, and takes his family on a cruise. He'll never lose. Now it seems to me such a cruel irony. He's richer now than e'er he was before, and now me check is spent and I can't afford the rent. There's one law for the rich and for the poor. Every day I've tried to salvage some of my pride, to find some work so I might pay my way. But everywhere I go, the answer's always no. There's no work for anyone here today. No work today. And so condemned I stand, just an ordinary man, like thousands beside me in the queue. I watch me darling wife trying to make the best of life, and God knows what the kids are going to do. And now that we are faced with this human waste, a generation cast aside, oh, as long as I live, I never will forgive. You strip me of my dignity and pride. You strip me bare. You strip me bare. You strip me Christy Moore, of course, and an ordinary man, and doing the best that I can. Sláinte to you all, folks. And like we said, we're on YouTube now as well, which is kind of cool. So if there's anybody that you know that is not on Facebook that might enjoy it, you can always share the YouTube page. You just YouTube/Sin Silver. Live here, of course, at Murray's Pub. Sláinte Corda Galere. I'm glad that you like that, Steele. It's a beautiful song. And thank you, Christina. And hey, Amy, it's terrific to see you too. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I hope you'll be having a couple of pints later. And hello, Gregory. So, folks, I promised that I would debut one of my own songs today.
Yes.
And this is inspired.
Up at the pub here.
We're very fired up at the pub. This is inspired by when I broke down on the Lakeville Highway. Now, the Californians will know that. It's kind of a lonely highway on the way to the casino. And it's...
in Sonoma.
Now, I would say the roads are windy, but by Irish standards, they're not really. I mean, there's 2 lanes, so that's a big plus.
It's a fairly straight shot.
You know, remember when you came to Meelick first, Murray, and you're like, there's only 1 lane. What are you going to do? And we're like, we pull in and we beep, and it's so funny, like, when you think about it, you know. It's not quite 1 lane, but my God, the roads are definitely...
Well, they have roads like this in America, too. They're just, out in the boons.
Are you saying we're rednecks? Are you saying we're rednecks?
We have plenty of 1 lane type roads, too, but usually they're like dirt or gravel.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you my little story anyway about the Lakeville Highway. I was wandering down the lonely Lakeville Highway when my Chevy started sputtering and failed. Well, thank God I saw the light where I pulled in for the night. 'Twas a place that they called Papastavarna. At the place that they called Papastavarna, all the customers were welcoming and warm. Well, I told them of my woes, and they said that's how life goes. Come on in and have a sip of our fine ale. I remember well the night at the taverna. There's a dancer there, and she was fair as snow. And she asked me up to dance, said I couldn't take the chance. And she told me they're the steps you already know. Oh, dance like you've been given life. Dance upon this moonlit night in the bonny fields of Northern California. Oh, we'll never make it back. Tonight there's nothing that you lack. And we'll dance until the dawn comes railing in. Well, I saw there was a boy and he was crying in a corner with his head between his hands. And they said that's how he is, just to leave him for a bit. He'll come round when he has had enough of weeping. Oh, dance like you've been given life. Dance upon this moonlit night. Sing the songs you've heard but never knew. Oh, we're all upon our way to the ending of our days, and I'll dance until the merry month of May. Barman Johnny said, I've got the thing for you. Cadlin whiskey I've been saving, yes, it's true. I said, what's the fuss about? And he said with a quiet mouth, let's just say it's rare for folks to pass this way. Oh, dance upon this moonlit night. Dance like you've been given life. Click of the heels and the tapping of the brogue. Oh, weave and link and flame the hair. Glint of the hearts of the people there in a place that they called Papastavarna. Well, the lad from AAA He helped me on my way, towed my car, and then I hitched a ride beside him. And now we're East Bay bound, we've gone back to solid ground. The taverna was a flicker in the distance. Well, I told him of my night, of the dancing and the light, and he looked upon me curious and queer. He said, "Lass, I don't know what you're thinking, nor do I know what you're drinking, but that place, it has been shut for many years." In a quest to prove him wrong and to finish up this song, I embarked upon that lonely Lakeville highway. Well, my heart had hit the floor when my present darkened the door of that place that they called Papastavarna. There was not a soul within, only rain upon the tin, a few cobwebs, broken bottles, no fine ales. But as I turned to run, I saw the bottle given to me by John, and I wondered, was it just the whiskey talking? Oh, dance like you've been given life, dance upon the moonlit night in the bonny fields of Northern California. Oh, we'll never get it back. Tonight there's nothing that you lack, and we'll dance until St. Patrick's Day. Woo! I thought it was never going to end. I was like, my God, it's a very long story indeed. A very, very long story indeed. Slainted to you all. We always passed Papastavarna when we went to visit my auntie in Petaluma. A beautiful area. I know everybody knows that place. It used to be open, I know, and it used to be a music venue. So when you're passing by the next time, you can think about my little ghost story. Very, very scary.
Basically, you broke down, went and got drunk, and then the AAA guy picked you up, right? You passed out in his truck, right? That was the story, right? That's very Irish, you know, honestly.
That's me story, and I'm sticking to it.
Very fitting for the holidays.
Yes, it is. And you know what? That is the perfect segue for 7 drunken nights.
Oh, yeah.
Where did the 6'4" leprechaun come from? That sounds like a joke, John. You tell me.
They grow big in County Down.
Yeah, they do. They grow big up north.
Up north, they grow big.
When I went home on Sunday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside me door, where my old horse should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me, who owns that horse outside the door, where my own horse should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. That's a lovely sow that me mother sent to me. Well, there's many a days I travelled 100 miles or more, but a sow with the saddle on I never had seen before. As I went out on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door, where my old coat should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns the coat behind the door, where my old coat should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a woolen blanket that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I travel 100 miles or more, but buttons on a blanket sure I never seen before. As I went out on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon a chair, where my old pipe should be. When I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that pipe upon the chair, where my old pipe should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. That's a lovely tin whistle that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I travel 100 miles or more, but tobacco on a tin whistle sure I never saw before. As I went out on Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw 2 boots beneath the bed, where where my old boots should be. And I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns them boots beneath the bed where my old boots could be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's two lovely geranium pots me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I travel 100 miles or more, but laces and a geranium pots I never seen before. When I went out on Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head upon the bed where my old head should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly say to me who owns the head upon the bed where my old head should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. That's a baby boy that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I travelled 100 miles or more, but a baby boy with his whiskers on I never seen before. Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a baby boy that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day I travelled 100 miles or more, but a baby boy with his whiskers on I never seen before. Now, of course, that is the 7 Drunken Nights, an absolute classic. We only sing 5 of them because it is a family show here, but you can check out the rest of the drunken evenings. And congratulations to you, John. God, your last name is Halbleeb, for being up for a Grammy. That is an amazing, unbelievable feat. And that's interesting that the Limelighters used to do it. I know of the Limelighters. That's so cool. You Irish folk are funny but awesome. So true, Shayla. Deborah Bansker, I'm glad that made you giggle. Now, we might see that Saoirse has come in here too. And I asked Saoirse, I just said, you pick whatever you want to pick this year to sing for the stream, whatever you like. Hello, Ingrid. Sláinte, Cara. And what would you like to sing, Saoirse? Perfect. So I want everybody to sing along with a live.
Oh, hold on one sec there. We need we need our sound tech to hit that. Test that there, would you?
Hit it, maestro, indeed.
Sound good.
City where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger and sure 'twas no wonder, for sure were her father and mother before, as they wheeled their wheelbarrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. But her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Nice work, Saoirse, and such a pleasure to sing along. And don't worry that you almost missed the whole show, Gail, because you can just watch it again. A lot of people are going to watch it tonight in America. I know that much because they'll do it when they're having their little corned beef and cabbage and what have you. Neil, I'm putting on I've heard of rose-coloured glasses, but now everything is literally green. Everything, I'm seeing the world in green. I'm telling you. Let's do...
I didn't know Elton John was Irish.
Exactly. I've been a wild rover for many's the year, and I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. And now I'm returning with golden scratch door. I'll have promised to play the Wild Rover no more, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. And I went to an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady my money was spent. And I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Sure, a costume like yours we could have any day, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never,
no more.
I'll go home to my parents, confess that I've done, and I ask them to pardon the prodigal son. And if they forgive me like oft times before, I'll promise to play the Wild Rover no more, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. I went into my pockets and took sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. And said she, I have whiskies and ales of the best, and the words I spoke earlier were only in jest, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. One more time, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. Shalanta Corda, so wonderful having you join us for an exact year since we've been streaming. It's just hard to believe. It's our
I know.
1 year,
Wow.
1 year anniversary.
Happy 1 year anniversary.
Absolute pleasure having you here. Sláinte Corda.
Huh?
Now, there's been a lot of talk about royals lately, but we're going to change that and we're going to talk about the Irish instead. I've never seen a leprechaun in the flesh. I drink 10 cups of tea a day without flinching, and I'm so proud of my dress. Ireland's ancient isle in the old Atlantic, and every song is like drinking, dancing, courting in the kitchen when we were young. Some of us went mitching, we don't care. Drinking Jameson in our dreams, and everybody's like me mother's mother was O'Brien. Me father's father was O'Neill. Of course we care. Caught up in our Irish love affair, 'cause everybody here's Irish.
Irish.
It don't have to run in your blood. The kind of lark's not just for us. People born on Irish sod. Let me be your ruler.
Ruler.
You can call me Queen Green, and baby I rule, I rule, I rule. It's an Irish fantasy. My friends and I have crack galore, and we count our pennies on the way to the party. And That's not the kind of crack you smoke. It's the fun you have with friends and strangers. And every song is like drinking, dancing, courting in the kitchen when we were young. Some of us went mitching, we don't care. We're drinking Jameson in our dreams. And everybody's like me mother's mother was O'Brien. Father's father was O'Neill. Of course we care. Caught up in this Irish love affair, 'cause everybody here's Irish. It don't have to run in your blood. The kind of lark's not just for us. People born on an Irish sod. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Green. Baby, I rule, I rule, I rule. It's an Irish fantasy, oh, oh. We're drunker than we've ever been, and I'm in love with being queen, baby. Oh, oh. Life is great without a care, caught up in this Irish love affair, 'cause everybody here's Irish. It don't have to run in your blood. The kind of lark's not just for us. People born on Irish sod. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Green, and baby, I rule, I rule, I rule. It's an Irish fantasy. Sheila, you were absolutely right. That is to the song of Lords Royals, of course, and lyrics courtesy of yours truly. Like we said, folks, share this with anybody that you think might enjoy it.
That was awesome.
If you want to pop a couple of gold coins in the tip
Saoirse
jar,
was rocking
we
out to
do
that,
have
I
our.
saw her.
I know I heard Saoirse. We have our
Saoirse was
Venmo
rocking
and
out
our
to the Lord,
PayPal
their Irish style.
links, and I heard Saoirse doing some harmony there actually too.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
very good.
wonderful. Folks, we loved being with you here on St. Patrick's Day. I hope you're all wearing your green, having your Guinness. Maybe you're having a tea like me right now and be having a Guinness later. Sláinte Accorda. Thank you so much to Barman Murr and Saoirse.
Thank you.
And we're going to say Sláinte for the while, Slán go fóil. And as always, stay safe and stay sane. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. mouth to yours. Sláinte.
Happy St.
Have
Pat's.
a wonderful St. Patrick's
Have a
Day.
good, safe night.
Cheers to you all.
Have fun.
Have a bit of crack. Oh, look, there's a lot of comments on YouTube.
There were a handful.